welcome to another edition of That's Life. I'm the host, Brian Harrison, and of course it's all about life and what things happen, and oh man, there's going to be a lot of cool new things for our new revised show and all this stuff, and this is my...
And I'm the co-host, Thaddeus McCandless, the guy who sits here and converses.
It looks pretty. No,
okay. Or something.
Something. So today's about texting.
Yes, it is.
That's the topic. So what do you think?
Well, actually, I'm getting the text right now. No, I'm kidding. Well, texting, I think it's, well, in the olden days, people at my work, here's a good story. People at my work, they'd say, "Hey, Thad, you send me I'll send, give me your number and I'll send you a text." I said, "Well, I don't have texting." And they said, "Well, everybody has texting." I said, "Well," in the first place, if I gave you my number, you probably wouldn't send me a text at all. And, because they probably wouldn't. I know them. They wouldn't send me a text at all. And so I said, why waste my money on text or whatever? Mm-hmm. And I didn't get into texting until somebody else in my family, decided to get into texting or whatever. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about texting? It's
great. I think if you need to say something but you can't be in a place to say it, it can be helpful, like when you need to get the milk and all the other things, all the other things that go along with that. As you see, our co-host here is texting. And all the beautiful things that go along with it. But in places like school, and if you need to convey something to your husband or your wife or your significant other, that you can get
no service in your room. That's nuts.
That's why we built the studio with a metal roof.
I hate your studio.
Good, because you're fired. No.
Nuts.
Anyway, it's so texting. I think texting would be very helpful at times, places where you can't say things or you can't talk, because you'll disturb people on the phone, but you can say it through words.
Come on, send.
He's sending something. Send. This is going to prove another point about texting too.
This is ridiculous.
Some things. Oh, Douglas sent him a text, and he didn't. He only got the first one. That's what we talked about in the other show.
Come on.
One of our other shows about pranking, and so he's
Send.
now trying to send something.
Sending message failed. What?
But he only got one of the text messages out of two that Douglas sent. Oh, here.
What?
After you're done sending. What's our time? Is it sending?
I don't know. Oh, it's sent! Yes!
Here.
Okay. No, I'll put it away.
No, here.
Put it away.
Here.
What?
Here.
What?
Here.
What?
See, on a little device like this, called a cell phone, you can also send texting through a computer. I believe you can even I can do FaceTime on an iPod. And I can also do it on an iPad too now.
The only problem with texting is that sometimes it doesn't want to send your message, and other times you may not get the text. Like I didn't get 2 texts the other day.
So,
I guess.
And sometimes you'll call somebody, or you're sitting in the same room, and the call will be like, and it'll finally get to the person.
Finally get there.
I've done that. So texting can be a good thing, but also at the same time it could be a bad thing. People can take your text wrong, like autocorrecting. There was a lady. She was trying to tell him about. She wanted him to get something, but because of lovely autocorrecting, it corrected her words, saying, "Honey, I think we should spend some time apart." So the boyfriend sent back, "I think so too. Maybe we should." It was because of autocorrecting. So,
that must have been a very interesting relationship after that.
Yeah. So texting, and that's the only bad thing about texting is people can take your words in the wrong way, even if you don't mean it that way. You could be asking a harmless question like, "Please get the milk." No, what? You told me to get the milk. What you were thinking? You know.
That's why they do LOL and the smiley faces and the JK for just kidding and BYC, be right back. No, be right. No, that's BRC. No, that's BRB. Excuse me. Be right back.
This, you know,
wow.
They predict in a few years, because of people like that, he's a great example, that they'll predict in a few years that future papers for essays will be written using text messages like LOL and things like that. Did you know? I had this.
George Washington told his men and his troops when he left on the boat, "I will BRB," and they're like, "What? Be right back." Yes. You know. Who knows?
You know what the funny thing is? There was a girl in our school who actually wrote her whole essay paper in text language.
Really?
And the teacher's like, "What?
Did he understand it?
No."
Oh, well, he must have been from the older generation then.
That too, but some of the new generation don't understand some of the, because there's some weird ones that have been added recently too. But they said in the future, they predict in the future that people, all their essay papers will be in those type of language. It would be like LOL and like just like not even the full word, just like all just the first letter of each word.
You know, probably
About that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But anyway, I think our time is gone.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yes, but we always can do more shows. If we don't stay away from the studio too long. And I'm Brian Harrison, and I hope to see you again next time. I don't know if I'm going to close out the show now anymore. I'm thinking of too many things, you know. Anyway, this is what there's always about bloopers. This is what's good about our show. Maybe we'll talk about why we do our show, and we'll talk about old shows that have been done this way. But anyway, it's time to go, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.